Hello, Star Wars and unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. Check out all my videos on YouTube. So like, subscribe, share, and click the bell for notifications. And make sure you check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba, or on my Facebook page, Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page, or email me, darthtuba77@gmail.com. Well, I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me once again. We are returning to our Rogue One roots, okay? I know that we've been on Last Jedi kick for a while, but we have the Hot Toys Deluxe Jyn Erso action figure. And I'm very excited to open this. It just came in the mail today. And again, that's why some of these things, you order them and it takes a while for the figure to get produced, made, and sent. So, why don't we get right to it, okay? And again, I have to comment and give a great plug for Hot Toys and Sideshow for their amazing packing job. These are the boxes that are really awesome. Okay, I don't get rid of these boxes. I mean, I do unbox them, but I don't get rid of them. Also, part of the reason for that is that every figure that Hot Toys and Sideshow comes out with has multiple limbs, multiple hands, different gripping mechanisms, multiple heads sometimes. And I don't want to get rid of the ones I don't use, and if I ever decide I want to switch them out. So I keep the boxes, I keep them stored in the boxes. So why don't we get right to this, and we'll start with the initial opening up of this. And this is what's cool about this. You get this really cool, on top of the sleeve, you get this really cool kind of, it's almost like a book. It's like almost like you're opening a book. It even has a little clasp on the end, okay? So that's a really cool, neat feature. It's a neat little extra that you get with it, okay? And now we will do the opening. And again, you get this really cool, I guess you could say it's Arabesh writing. It says, 1/6 scale collectible figure. Well, actually, I don't think it's Arabesh. I actually think that's like some type of a Chinese Mandarin type of thing. All right, and there we go. We have our figure, and with plenty, and I do mean plenty. Let's take a look at this. Okay, an amazing amount of accessories and weapons and features. Okay, so obviously I'm going to select a basic assortment and set her up in that sense. Okay, so let's get going. I wonder how people are feeling about the Rogue One now that it's been almost a year since it has come out. I ask that because there've been a few people that have kind of come back with information, with their opinions changing about the Force Awakens, which frankly I'm not one of them. I loved the Force Awakens when it first came out, and I still love the Force Awakens now. I just was curious as to if people, if there were people that really went all crazy over the Force Awakens, and then maybe later felt, well, it had its flaws. There's always the complaint it was too much like the original New Hope. I disagree with that, by the way. I think that there were beats, but I don't think that there were, yes, I mean, Planet Killer. Okay, I'll give you that. That was one area, but I still feel like you're there's only so much you can do when you're trying to tell a story, and you're trying to make sure that the story has a dire situation that the good guys have to get out of, and there's only so many dire situations you can be put in that they're going to be similar. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I feel as though it's you take things like Han Solo being in there, but a different Han Solo, an older Han Solo, a wiser Han Solo, a Han Solo that became like the Ben Kenobi, even was buying into the whole Force and Jedi thing. All right, he became the mentor. He also sacrificed himself, which yes was a beat similar to Ben Kenobi doing that, but this was not. Ben Kenobi was a character we only knew at Star Wars briefly. Han Solo was a character that we've all grown up and loved for 30 years, 40 years. All right, so it was a very different very different emotional feeling, and that added weight, a different type of weight than seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi sacrifice himself. And that was another thing. Obi-Wan sacrificed himself. Han Solo went out there to try to save his son. I don't think he had any intention of trying of giving himself up and falling into that chasm on his own. So you see, and there was a lot of dynamics that were different. But I digress. I apologize. In terms of Rogue One, I'm not hearing that kind of complaint at all. I think a lot of people, there are people that say, $200 million to just fix a flaw, a plot hole, which, I don't necessarily believe that's per se what the issue is. I just think that they just told the story of rebel spies getting the plans. But that little plot hole device, if you want to call it a plot hole, was easy to manipulate and figure out and explain away. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So anyway, as I said, I am still a very big fan of Rogue One. In fact, I watched it at a friend's house a few weeks ago, and they have a home theater system, so it was really fun to watch it there, and it was so exciting and so amazing, and it was like visiting an old friend. That's kind of how I felt. It was, that's kind of how I felt it was kind of doing. So I am very much, oh my, this is interesting. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. It's got like a base that has her face on it, and it looks like you put it, you actually, I think I'm going to opt not to do that, though. I'm going to leave that down here because I feel as though having the face there is a little bit unusual, so we'll let that one go. All right, so now getting back to the figure here. Okay. Well, first we'll talk about the figure. Okay. The basic Jyn Erso is, comes with the vest, the jacket, the pants, the holster, the boots. Okay. An awesome likeness. And this is something interesting that I've always found fascinating about the Hot Toys, is that you can actually you can take the head off. I'm not quite sure what the point of that is. I remember having a Hot Toy. The first Hot Toys toy I ever got was a Luke Skywalker Bespin figure, and that toy was cool because you can change it out to look like either the. Oh, that's what I want. There we go. You can change it out to look either like the going into the fight Bespin or the coming out of the fight Bespin, and that's fun because there is there's a lot of emotion that goes on there. I'm going to set Jyn up like this right now. Okay, now what else we got here? We have her scarf. I think it's a scarf. So, oh, I see. Yeah, you can do it like. I think I'm not going to do that. Oh, no, we got to have this one. We have the plans. We have the plans. Oh, and it even has her hook on the back, so you can actually hook it. That is awesome. All right, let's see if there's any other hooks just to make sure. Yeah, no, it looks like, yep, that's where you place it. So, I think that's where you place it. It seems kind of odd. An odd place to place it. Not sure about that one yet. Maybe I'll have her holding the plans. All right, so I'm going to have her holding the plans, but if I need to have her holding plans, then unfortunately, we have to get more of a grip. Now, the problem with the grip, okay, is that you have to now pull the hand out, and pulling the hand out can be tricky because it comes with these. I'm going to actually use my trusty pliers here. There are extra ones of these, but I would rather. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these, okay, that actually did not take too long. These, there we go. Oh, wow, that was actually pretty good. Maybe they're getting better at that. I remember some of the earlier ones. Yeah, they have a great finger. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so she's got her plans. Boom, there we go. Awesome. Put this hand back, replace the other one. Okay. Now, I think there are tons of weapon ideas here. She's got her little baton that she was hitting on and everything else. I think I'm just gonna. She has a rifle. My God, there's like a ton of things here. It's crazy. Oh my God, she even has. It's tiny. I don't even know how she'd put it on. She even has her jade, her kyber crystal. So cool. But you know what? I am going to leave that here because I think that is just something that's going to get easily lost. And I do not want to see that happen. I'm going to go simple in terms of weapon. And I'm going to give her just her standard rifle. Okay? And I will do the same thing I did just last time. Having a tool is very helpful with this because trying to do it by hand is just a little bit challenging, right? So there is a trigger finger, so you can replace it and put the trigger finger in. That's always good. So make sure I can get it in. Okay. So weird seeing her without an arm. Okay. And then face me. Face me. All right, cool. Unfortunately, the trigger finger is super long, which is kind of weird looking. All right, so you have to kind of like put the grip in and then get the finger in there. Once the finger's in, it's okay. All right. Yeah, these are high-end collectible figures, folks. So it's not, we're not talking about something that, you know, that. Now, I think in the movie itself, we're not talking about something that, you know, is meant to be vigorously handled. Okay, so be aware of that. These are display pieces. All right, now there is a set of like another little outfit here. I'm probably going to be a little bit unconventional and do a little bit of a combo, only because I have all this stuff. She's got a nice little jacket here that you can put over, or it's like a poncho that you can put over herself, which I think I'm going to do just because, you know, I mean, we have all these things, you know what I mean? So, all right, so the way you do that, I'm going to move. All right, so you have, does this come off at all? No, it doesn't. So I guess you, we're going to, this is just a poncho, so you don't have to worry about the arms. That's a great thing about the ponchos. Now, what I do have to do, and again, I'm sorry if this is, if I'm boring some people, but, you know, it's good to see how this whole thing comes together and how you're supposed to do it, okay? Yeah, the poncho business, I remember I did this with Han Solo, the Force Awakens Han Solo, but okay. I'm going to put her hood up. Actually, no, hood's going down because I'm going to give her her little, this hood. All right, now, that's why, this is interesting. This is why you can pull her hair off. Because then you can have a locked in, and it's magnetized, so it stays on. Okay, so that's cool too. And I think I am going to let this one go. I'm not quite sure what the heck the mask is for. Is there a point in the movie where she wore the mask? I know Saw Gerrera did that mask, but I don't remember her wearing that. But the rest of this, I'm going to say, well, do I really need that? Wow, it's kind of part of this. It's so interesting. It's, Now, I think I'm going to let that one go. Let that one stay in there. I do want to give her the macro binoculars. So maybe I'll put those. I think I'm going to change up. No, change my mind on the vacuum binoculars. This one actually comes with quite a few extra pieces. So instead of that, what I'm going to do is this. I'm just about done. Thank you for your patience. All right, I just want to get this box kind of put away because there's quite a bit that goes along with this. They did a better job of putting that away too. I'm going to take her weapon out and put that in her holster because it fits, and then it just sits there. I'm going to use this to hold the Stormtrooper. Also a great addition to the movie, to see the Stormtroopers and to see the Stormtrooper stuff back there. Okay, and then we have that, and then we're done with that. Okay, I'm just going to try to get that. Again, we'll have to that. All right, and I'm gonna move the rest of this. Stay there, Jyn, just don't move. Ooh. Got the little cover. Put that there, put this back. Make sure you close it up over here. Now I will say that I do not intend to collect every single Sideshow or Hot Toys figure. They are expensive, they are pricey, which means collectors generally have to pick and choose. But I feel like with every movie, I think this might be the only one I've purchased. I might revisit and see about a Cassian. I think a Cassian Andor might be a nice one to get as well, or possibly a K2 Erso. But I feel like this is, this is the quintessential character for the movie, is Jyn Erso. So, all right. So really nice sculpt, very good facial likeness. Okay, as I said, I know that this is not movie accurate in that. Well, the only thing really not movie accurate about this particular figure is that she wouldn't have had the plans yet at this point. But I just like the plans. I think they're really cool. I love the analog kind of version of them, so that's neat. So awesome. Sideshow, Hot Toys, you did it again. Great job. Price point's a little high. I get it. I understand it. Okay, they loaded up with not only an awesome amount of accessories and different display options, but they give you an awesome display box. Okay, and you can even use that box as a way to display it on its own if you wanted to. You want to get clever with it. So overall, really happy with it. And there will be some more Hot Toy figures over the years, but it's just going to take a little time. Okay, they're not going to be like one a week. I know it seems like those get the highest views, and I appreciate that, and I know why that's the case, but I just do not have it in me financially to continue to buy, or even with space. There is, even with unboxing, we're limited with space. So, but I do plan on making purchases sporadically throughout the year. So, Jyn Erso, thumbs up as usual. Hot Toys, thank you so much to you guys for watching the show. Subscribe, like, share, spread the word, let people know about Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Tuba, or check me out on my Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page. Thank you very much, and may the Force be with you.